In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 28, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. The Baltimore Orioles and New York Yankees meet Sunday afternoon in the final game of their series from Yankee Stadium. New York has the momentum here after taking a 6-1 win in the last matchup, riding strong pitching and timely hitting. The Yankees are favored again behind Luis Gil, who has been steady enough to limit damage when he keeps the walks in check. Baltimore counters with Kyle Bradish, who has shown flashes but hasn't been as consistent in big spots. The Yankees have also been dominant at home late in the season, while the Orioles' offense has cooled off against quality pitching. With the Bronx crowd behind them and the pitching edge on their side, I like New York to close strong. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. Gil has the ability to hold Baltimore's lineup down, and Bradish has enough stuff to keep the Yankees from exploding offensively. The last game finished comfortably under, and both teams have been trending toward tighter contests when these pitchers are on the mound. Expect the bullpens to settle things late and the offenses to be kept in check for most of the afternoon. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Astros versus Los Angeles Angels. The Houston Astros and Los Angeles Angels meet Sunday afternoon to wrap up their series from Angel Stadium. Houston comes in after a 6-1 win on Saturday, showing off their bats and bullpen depth despite already being eliminated from playoff contention. The Astros will hand the ball to Lance McCullers Jr., who has the experience edge here. The Angels counter with Samuel Aldeguerri, a young arm who has yet to prove himself at this level. Houston has dominated this matchup recently, and with a deeper lineup and the more trustworthy starter, I like the Astros to close the season with another win. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Neither the Angels nor Astros care about this game now that they're out of the playoff race. Throw in carefree ball and 2 struggling pitchers, and we should see some offense. McCullers has a 6.71 earned run average and 1.85 WHIP on the season, and he's allowed 11 hits and 5 earned runs in his last 8 innings. Aldeguerri has just 9 innings under his belt and has allowed 13 hits and 8 runs in those frames while walking 7. Houston's offense is still capable of stringing together crooked numbers, and the Angels' bullpen has been vulnerable all season. Aldeguerri is likely to allow traffic early, and once the Pens get involved, both lineups can find scoring opportunities. Saturday's game stayed low, but with the arms lined up for the finale, I expect more runs to cross the plate. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Toronto Blue Jays. It's the final day of the regular season, and we've got a big one in the American League East. The Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center. Toronto comes into this game with everything on the line. They've won 11 of their last 18 and have been a force at home, rocking the best record in the American League at 53-27 in their own building. On the mound, it's Kevin Gausman, and while his win-loss record doesn't jump off the page, don't let that fool you. A 3.47 earned run average, over 180 strikeouts, and a WHIP just over 1. This guy has been nails, especially in big games. On the other side, Tampa Bay counters with rookie Ian Seymour. He's flashed some promise, but now he's facing one of the toughest lineups in baseball, in one of the loudest parks, with the division title hanging in the balance. That's a tall order. The Rays' offense hasn't been helping much either. They're averaging just over 3 runs a game in their last 10, and they've failed to cover the run line in 5 of their last 6 losses. Meanwhile, Toronto is finally starting to click at the right time, getting clutch hits from guys like Alejandro Kirk and Ernie Clement, and the bullpen has been rock solid in closeouts. This looks like the perfect spot for the Jays to ride Gausman, take control early, and let the bullpen slam the door. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Now let's talk totals. Gausman has held opponents to 2 runs or fewer in 4 of his last 6 starts, and Seymour has been solid with a sub-3 earned run average over his last handful of outings. Add in the fact that the Rays' bats have gone quiet and Toronto has leaned more on timely singles and doubles than on crooked innings, and you've got the recipe for a playoff-style game: tense, efficient, and low-scoring. With both bullpens rested and pressure cranked all the way up, this has tight pitchers duel written all over it. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Cleveland Guardians. It's the last day of the regular season, and we've got 2 teams heading in totally different directions. The Cleveland Guardians are in Arlington to take on the Texas Rangers, and for Cleveland, this one actually matters. For Texas, not so much. Let's start with the motivation. The Guardians have already locked up a playoff spot, but they're still fighting for the American League Central crown and home field in the wild card round. Every inning counts. Meanwhile, the Rangers are limping to the finish line and just lost on Saturday, in about the most painful way possible, a walk-off hit by pitch. That sums up their season. On the mound, Texas rolls with Patrick Corbin, and if you've been betting baseball the last few years, you already know the fade Corbin strategy has been money. He's 7-11 with a 4.34 earned run average on the year, and it gets worse on the road. A 5.31 earned run average and a .286 batting average allowed in over 70 innings. Cleveland counters with Gavin Williams, who has been nothing short of reliable: 12 wins, a 3.06 earned run average, and strong splits on the road. The Guardians just have the better arm, the better bullpen, and the bigger reason to win. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Now let's talk about the total. Both of these teams rank near the bottom offensively, and it's shown in head-to-head play. The under has cashed in 3 of their last 5 meetings. Williams has been dealing. Corbin at least keeps games from completely blowing up at home, and with playoff pressure squeezing every pitch, this one sets up as more of a grind than a shootout. Runs will be at a premium. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Miami Marlins. It's the final day of the regular season, and the New York Mets are fighting for their playoff lives as they take on the Miami Marlins in South Florida. The Mets showed exactly what desperation baseball looks like on Saturday, blanking Miami 5-0 behind a dominant bullpen effort that held the fish to just 1 hit. That's how you keep wild card hopes alive. Now they turn to Sean Manaea, and while his 5.8 earned run average doesn't exactly inspire confidence, the Mets don't need perfection. They just need him to keep it close long enough for the bats and bullpen to take over. Miami goes with Edward Cabrera, who's been steady with a 3.66 earned run average and a reputation for missing bats. But here's the difference. The Marlins are playing out the string, while the Mets have everything on the line. That urgency matters. The bats have started to heat up too. New York has launched 17 home runs over their last 10 games and is slugging nearly .440 as a team in that span. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Cabrera has been solid, but he's not unhittable, and Manaea has been shaky all season. That means both teams should see opportunities to score. Add in a Mets lineup swinging for the fences in a must-win spot, plus a Marlins team that can play loose with nothing to lose, and this game has all the makings of a higher-scoring affair. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.